What if I told you that one of the most powerful medicines you have is already built into your body? No prescription required, it's laughter. In this video, we'll explore the fascinating neuroscience behind why laughter heals, not just emotionally but biologically. We'll dive into brain chemistry, immune function, emotional regulation, and even evolutionary psychology. This isn't just feel-good talk. This is real peer-reviewed science. Let's unpack the question, why is laughter medicine? Laughter is a full brain workout. When you laugh at a joke, your prefrontal cortex evaluates the punchline's logic, your temporal lobe processes the words, and your limbic system, especially the amygdala, decides whether it's emotionally significant or amusing. And once the humor hits, a cascade of neurochemicals floods your system. Most notably, dopamine, the brain's feel-good neurotransmitter, is released. Dopamine fuels pleasure and reward, creating that burst of joy when something is funny. But that's not all. Endorphins, your body's natural painkillers, also spike. They bind to opioid receptors in the brain, reducing physical discomfort and creating a euphoric sensation. In fact, MRI studies show that laughter reduces the brain's response to pain stimuli. And interestingly, during genuine laughter, the amygdala, your brain's fear and emotion center, becomes less active. This temporary calm reduces anxiety and boosts emotional resilience. In essence, laughter is your brain's way of hitting the reset button, chemically and cognitively. Modern life often overloads us with stress, but laughter acts as a biological antidote to stress hormones. One of the most studied effects of laughter is its ability to lower cortisol, the primary hormone in your body releases under stress. Chronic high cortisol levels impair memory, weaken immunity, and even increase the risk of cardiovascular disease. When you laugh, the parasympathetic nervous system, often called the rest and digest branch, becomes activated. This slows your heart rate, relaxes your muscles, and helps regulate breathing. Interestingly, the physical act of laughing mimics deep diaphragmatic breathing, which increases oxygenation and calms the autonomic nervous system. That's why laughter often brings a feeling of relief or lightness. It literally shifts your body out of fight or flight mode. Heart rate variability, an important marker of resilience and heart-brain coherence, also improves. This suggests that regular laughter may condition your nervous system to better handle future stress. So next time you're overwhelmed, don't underestimate the power of a good laugh. Now let's talk about the social science of laughter. Laughter is profoundly social. In fact, we're 30 times more likely to laugh in the presence of others than when we're alone. When people laugh together, their brainwaves synchronize, especially in the prefrontal and motor cortices. This neural alignment helps build social cohesion and emotional rapport. During shared laughter, the brain also releases oxytocin, sometimes called the bonding hormone. Oxytocin enhances trust, empathy, and connectedness. It's the same hormone released during hugs, eye contact, and even childbirth. Laughter also has evolutionary roots. Among early humans and primates, laughter-like vocalizations signaled non-threat, safety, and belonging. It allowed individuals to lower their guard and connect, strengthening group survival. And don't forget, mirror neurons, specialized cells that fire when we observe others' emotions or actions. When someone laughs, our mirror neurons stimulate their experience, making laughter contagious and emotionally resonant. In short, laughter isn't just communication, it's synchronization. It builds trust, deepens friendships, and helps us feel seen and safe. Laughter doesn't just affect the mind. It changes the body at every level. When you laugh, you expand your lungs and increase your oxygen intake dramatically. This process, much like aerobic exercise, improves respiratory efficiency, clears out stale air, and invigorates the body. From a cardiovascular standpoint, laughter causes blood vessels to dilate, a process called vasodilation. This enhances circulation and temporarily reduces blood pressure. It also boosts vascular elasticity, helping your arteries stay flexible and healthy over time. One of the most powerful effects, immune enhancement. Laughter stimulates the activity of a natural killer, NK cells, which are vital for fighting off infections and even destroying abnormal or cancerous cells. It also raises levels of immunoglobulins, protective antibodies in your saliva and mucous membranes, and modulates cytokine balance, which supports healthy inflammation response. Some researchers even call laughter a low-intensity cardio workout, especially when it's deep and sustained. A 10 to 15 minute laugh session can burn up to 40 calories and elevate your heart rate similarly to light exercise. So in a very real sense, laughing makes your body stronger. Chronic tension and mental overthinking are silent saboteurs of health, but laughter cuts through both fast. When you laugh, over 400 muscles are activated. Afterward, your muscles enter a deep relaxation phase that can last up to 45 minutes. This helps alleviate muscle tension, reduce headache frequency, and even relieve mild pain. On the mental side, laughter provides a cognitive reframe. It interrupts repetitive negative thinking and rumination, which is linked to depression and anxiety. In doing so, it enhances neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to form new connections and rewire itself. Humor acts like a mental switch that shifts perception away from threat and toward play, novelty, and perspective. This is known as cognitive flexibility, a cornerstone of emotional intelligence and stress reliance. In psychological therapy, this is called humor reframing, and it's often used in cognitive behavioral treatments for trauma and anxiety. Laughter is also an entry point for emotional regulation. By creating a pause in reactivity, it opens space for self-reflection and calm. So whether you're meditating, exercising, or watching a comedy, laughter integrates the mind and body into balance. So what if your next act of self-care wasn't a supplement or another app, but simply letting yourself laugh? In a world that glorifies stress and seriousness, laughter is a revolutionary act of healing. It regulates your brain, strengthens your body, lifts your mood, and connects you to others. It is quite literally your built-in pharmacy. Here at EQBloom, we believe that science shouldn't just inform you, it should empower you to feel better. If you found this video meaningful, subscribe for more neuroscience-based tools for emotional and physical wellness, because sometimes healing starts with a smile or a laugh.